Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to your GEST November. This is going to be a real treat to cast. We are in round 2. I would show you the brackets, but the game is already underway. This is an AP remake. If you want to see the draft, there's a screenshot of it available at my Facebook page, facebook.com/ldDOTA. It is going to be Bimbo playing the bounty hunter, the captain, the leader of this Mineski squad. He has been with them through thick and thin. He is going to be playing the bounty hunter this game. Meanwhile, though, we have a bit of an engagement. Oh, Weaver boy. Oh, there's your first blood. Jay snipes it. What a play from this squad. And shocking over-aggression from the Weaver. The fissure block almost got blocked in by the illusions there. Great chain stun, and that is exactly what I talked about. Weaver, very vulnerable to the Shadow Demon plus Earthshaker combo, especially when it's a Woots Earthshaker. When it's an RR Shadow Demon. Mineski strike first, and they have a lineup that you don't want to give those early kills to. Apparently, this is a common thing in Pinoy Dota. I have not cast many games in Dota 1 since the new patch. I've seen the Skyreth Mage before, but it was always a tri-lane support from what people are telling me on Facebook. Apparently, this is a common solo mid nowadays in the Philippines. At least in the pub games and in some of the more local tournaments. But this is GEST, and this is at least the first major match that I have seen cast, especially between these two teams, where we're going to see a solo mid Skyreth Mage. So excited for that. That will be the standing Y handling it. On the safe lane, we have one of the biggest and baddest heroes in the game right now. It is that safe lane solo Bat Rider being handled by Oa. Already you can see Jay taking a page out of the books of many players that have come before him. Going to be pulling that creep wave back. Over on the side of MSIevoGT, we have a former Mineski player, RR, going to be handling that support Rubik. We have Kimo, Captain Kimo, who showed a little bit of questionable position, gave up the first blood. He'll be playing that. Weaver is going for the early Wraith Bound in middle lane, though. The ganks are already a-flying. Here comes the fissure block. Pudge, this is our solo mid for MSIevoGT, and it is not looking good for him. Hasted Cow, that is one fat, angry cow, along with a fat, angry Pudge, and he's trying to deny himself. Nope, the nuke will snipe him. Y able to secure that kill. The rest of MSIevoGT, it is Doc on the Windrunner. We already introduced the Pudge. And of course, Cast. This is the captain of Paggy Big TNC. Apparently, he's good friends with these guys on MSIevoGT. He's played with them before in Dota 1. He's played with them before. I think he even said he played with them in some sort of qualifier. Either way, Doc's getting towered over. This is going to be big trouble for him. Big trouble for him. And he will die. He will not be able to withstand that kind of damage. So already, Woots has set up 3 kills, a first blood bottom with a great fissure block, wasting a lot of that Weaver Sakuchi time, preventing the easy retreat, then gets a haste turn, kills off mid on the Pudge, and now sets up a 3rd kill top. This is your Woots Earthshaker action. This is why Woots is possibly the most feared roaming support initiator in the scene in the Philippines. Jay in trouble though. Jay might die bottom lane. Nope, no dust. Runs out of sentry ward range, will escape, and this is just the power of that offlane bounty hunter. Even harder to kill than your old school solos like the Windrunner, like the Queen of Pain, like the Puck. The bounty hunter, because he can go invis, requires the supports to buy extra dust, extra sentries, stuff which they simply can't afford. Worst of all, he knows where the sentry is, so now he can just sit in the lane, soak up experience. There's an observer ward blocking this camp, so that was one of the other benefits to that Scourge foray into the enemy jungle. Mineski doing a great job of limiting the effectiveness of this Chen, and Chen desperately needs to hit 6. You're up against a bounty hunter, you're up against the Skyreth Mage, who above all else is just a crazy burst damage kind of nuker. That means that you just cannot afford by any point to start falling behind, because with track, with the burst damage of a hero like Skyreth Mage, everybody's going to die. And by the way, that's not even counting Disruption into Soul Catcher. That's not counting the last. So this is a squishy lineup on the side of MSIevoGT. And so far, I think they're losing every single lane. What do we see as far as farm goes? 7-2 on our Skyreth Mage, 7-5 on Pudge. Actually, Iwi doing a pretty good... Iwi's doing a pretty good job mid, in spite of having some troubles earlier on. As far as farm goes in the bottom lane, Weaver is farming well. Bounty Hunter getting a lot of levels, a lot of farm. This is a concern. I feel they can't afford to give up this much to Jay, but they just don't have a good lineup to stop him. Already the bottle crowing, checking the runes, of course, always common to see in the Philippines. The couriers can pick up those runes, deliver them back to their heroes. Very, very annoying. Just scouting things out. As far as the top lane goes, always getting free farm. He's already got the arcane boots up because of that kill. Even a little bit of extra gold for him. He's going to have his blink dagger soon. At this rate, I expect to see a blink dagger by the 8-9 minute mark, and I don't know how they can deal with track, all the nukes, all the burst damage, all the chain stun, and a blink lasso. That is going to be very tough to deal with. I felt in the draft Mineski had just drafted a lot smarter, that heroes like the Weaver are just not really the best choice against this much lockdown, especially to go for it this early, and they didn't get the Earthshaker for themselves. They picked Weaver up, they didn't combo him with the Earthshaker, and then immediately the Earthshaker was stolen out from under them. They really wanted to try lane. The Earthshaker, Weaver +1, that was what they were hoping for. That's what teams have had success with. We've seen Jules on Dreams in the last GEST back in September. October we don't count because it was the All-Stars. But back in September, Jules is running the tri-lane Weaver. He got really farmed, really fat, and dominated. But you need a hero like Earthshaker to combo with Weaver, or it's just too easy to get those pickoffs, too difficult for him to engage. Now they're pushing the tier 1 top. Might be a little bit early to push this. Only 4.5 minutes in, and Doc already level 3. Is getting some levels, can bottle Crow. Ah, the color on the minimap. Yep, sorry guys. Forgot I have to change that every time the game starts. Just getting used to casting Dota 1 again. But there you go, it should be fixed. On the top lane, the tower under siege. In comes the Pudge. Disruption on the Windrunner to start this off. The hook flies. The hook will connect. Disruption's already used. This should be the death of our Shadow Demon. But with Soulcatcher, Pudge is taking a bit of extra damage. In comes the Batrider. He's level 5. No lasso for him, but the Fissure is here. Look at the damage. Look at the flame break. Everybody's melting. Earthshaker gets the last hit on the tower. Woots. Oh, man, is he playing well today. In comes the Skywrath Mage. Oh, sorry, not the Skywrath Mage, the Rubik. I'm gonna get those two confused today, aren't I? Rubik dropping low. Batman on a rampage. One more auto tech. Oh, was that a triple? No, it was Y who got the last hit. Y came in from long range. There's your Skywrath Mage. He snipes that kill. This Earthshaker set up 3, 4, 5 kills for his team. Has he been involved in every single one? 6 assists. He has. Woots. Every single kill, this Earthshaker's been there, and he gets the tower kill top. I don't know if you can ask for much more. Talk about a strong cow. He's got some big shoulders, as cows are often known to do. This is the problem with that Weaver. He gets disrupted under the tower. Now the auto tech could come in. Nope. If the Fissure block is there, then he dies. But there's no Earthshaker here for once. There's no lasso there for once. Now we see Oa already prepping these creeps in the jungle, stacking up that sticky napalm. Already a few stacks there. Now he'll start to farm the jungle. I don't really agree with pushing this lane quite this early. Windrunner is going to get more experience than she should, but they're pulling, so that does compensate for some extent. They won't get maybe as much as they would like. You'll notice the jungle has been stacked up quite a bit already. I'm not sure if Oa did this. I think his team did it for him. One of the supports. Maybe the Shadow Demon being played by RR. They wait to spring the trap bottom. They need this track. I think Jay, oh, he's one creep away. Once he gets this track, this is going to be a very sad Weaver. Oh, no, he doesn't actually get it. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, disruption, or dismember. So many spells and heroes that can be confused in this game. And meanwhile, bottom lane, they do get level 6. They go in, they pick up the kill on Kimo, and this is the problem with the Weaver pick in this game. You can't pick a Weaver and fail to shut down the enemy bounty hunter and give away so many good gankers. Mineski, the draft was really smart. There could be a power shot here, perhaps from Doc. No, it looks like he already used it. This is Bimbo Dota for you. Doesn't matter if he's on about 100 HP. Doesn't matter if one nuke would just spell doom for him. He still wants to go in. Throws out the track onto the Rubik. Wants that delicious kill. Ah, yes. Batrider gets hooked in. This is some trouble for him. Bounty Hunter will throw a track out, but he gets netted. Can they burst him down? Test of Faith is there. Not enough damage. Crazy fight. Tower is killed by Iwi. Looks like the Sentinel want to back off. In come the Shadow Poisons. The hook latches again. What a hook. Iwi is just nailing these hooks time after time. Fissure on 4. Echo Slam on everyone too, but where's the follow-up? The Bounty Hunter needs to be in this fight. Oh, they find a few. Y chasing forward. One hero dead. Will the rest fall? Trek is on the Chen. And can kill all these heroes getting picked off in the back lines of play. But they chase onward. Now into the Pudge. In comes another nuke from Skywrath Mage. This is the burst damage. Just such a good nuker. Y showing off the power of that Skywrath Mage. And now it is finally time for a save. Our first of this game. I said Mineski looks to be back after their first game. After that performance against iZone, even early in the match, it seemed like the old Mineski. It seemed like the Mineski that, you know, got them to the point that they are with so many fans in the Philippines, even internationally. Quite a fan base for them. And, well, they still have to deal with these Iwi hooks. Iwi has been doing a great job with the hooks. Cast is going to have level 6 soon. He's going to have access to Hand of God. That helps them a lot in these fights. The problem, though, he still dies almost instantly. That Skywrath Mage ultimate plus Soul Catcher, you can't live against that. It's just too much damage. It is a fearsome beast, to say the least. And not just that, but all his other nukes are very spammable. I believe his... I don't even remember the names of them at this point, but his first spell, it does like 200 damage, and it has a 4 or 5 second cooldown. It's just insane. It brings you down so incredibly quickly.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, here flies the hook! Iwi will go in for the big hooks. Not quite able to land one there, but looking pretty good for him so far. You can try to ban the Wood Star Shaker, but then you leave his Sand King in the pool. You can't ban them all. There's a lot of other heroes to worry about. Iwi's just fishing. Sentry Ward placed down in the lane. They don't have an Observer yet. They just want to make sure that Pudge doesn't have direct vision up the hill. But the hook will fly. It latches again. Iwi with the Pudge. Oh, man. He's heating up. He's getting a little bit dangerous now. The good news for Mineski is they are the ones with track, because if this Pudge was getting track hold for his team every time he landed a hook, that would be quite a problem for them. Fissure is going to connect, bringing all those creeps low cast. Even though they're fighting the kills, they're not actually able to push the towers just yet. I heard another hook fly. It looks like it missed, but Iwi just keeps on fishing. Just keeps on fishing. He wants a snack. Bottle crowing now, sending that courier back to base. Everybody grouped up mid. There was a Sentry Ward placed on the high ground just now, but Bounty Hunter will skate out of range. Jay dodges the bullet there. How are we doing as far as farm goes? Scores 10-4, favoring the Sentinel, or the Scourge by quite a bit. As far as farm goes, mass Arcane Boots up on Mineski. And that will really resolve a lot of the issues that Skywrath Mage has. He is very mana dependent. He still needs a mobility item, something like a Force Staff, even a Yule Scepter. A Blink Dagger could be okay, but I think that Force Staff is really what we'll see next from him. The Yule Scepter is great because you can set up your ultimate. It is a little bit difficult to land precisely. Obviously, Disruption can be used for that as well, but it gives you just some utility. In comes the Bounty Hunter, tracks up Doc. There will be a Shackle, not going to latch though. Jay in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, Jay, I don't know if that's where you want to go. The huge team fight's breaking out though. Fissure is going to hit on the Windrunner. Ursa Clap is there as well. Now the Pudge on the other line of play. Look at the burst damage from this Skywrath Mage. Oh man, that is too much with Soul Catcher spamming those nukes, taking off huge chunks of everybody's damage, and he is just not being dealt with. Echo Slam pretty good. Fissure a bit better. Now they burst down another Test of Faith, trying to send that hero back. Not going to be in time. And Weaver just not there with the team. 900 gold up. Does he have something on the courier? It looks to be most likely that Lincoln Sphere build. This is what we always see. Whenever a Pinoy plays Weaver and they build a late Lincoln Sphere, a kitten dies. Because that Lincoln Sphere is not going to help you too much when there's this much burst damage. Sure, you maybe dodge the lasso, you maybe dodge the first track, but oh, this is not looking good. This is going to be a dead Weaver. That's another track kill. That's Jay. Bimbo going dominating, 13-4. Mineski, they picked the aggressive lineup. They picked the team gankers. The enemy squad MSI a lot rested on the shoulders of the Chen, getting an early level 6 before the kills came out. And even at level 1, there was a first blood. This is not looking too good right now. I want to save, but I also see potentially an Iwi hook coming in. And, okay, we're going to save right now. I'm liking this Skywrath Mage Shadow Demon combo though. It is pretty potent, and especially with the Bounty Hunter. Now, obviously there are ways to deal with this. Getting heroes that have BK, that rush or BKB early. Skywrath Mage very squishy in the laning stage. Generally needs support, can be ganked early, can be pressured early. Doesn't offer your team anything as far as anti-push goes, because I believe every single one of his spells is essentially single target. The ult will split between multiple units if it lands on them. So in that sense, you could call it AoE, but it's only really a good spell if it hits one target. It really doesn't scale well if it hits multiple. So he can't stop push as well. The Chen pick in that sense, maybe it made a bit of sense, but I just feel they didn't have enough push, and a lot of these heroes were just too squishy, too easy to pick up. The game's not over yet. They're not out of hope, but it's going to be a little bit tough. Windwalk was stolen by Rubik, but that is Jay just sprinting. He'll feed it out of there. Needs to keep on running. Will go invis. And even when he gets caught by 5 heroes, in the middle of 5 heroes, he lives. Didn't even use a trump charge through it all. They lack lockdown. They really lack for lockdown. They've got the hook, they've got the dismember, but if they don't get the dismember off, anybody could pretty much walk away. Earthshaker even getting close to a blink dagger. He's already got a blink on the Batrider, of course. Mass arcane boots, mass blinks, mass aggression, and a lineup that really feasts off of it. This is like a bunch of kids on Halloween getting tons of candy. Fissure was stolen, Enchant Totem cast too late. This could be a really big spell. RR is going to get some additional lockdown for his team, and that's really what they need. Because he's got the Fissure, they have a bit of a shot in the team fights. It's not going to be a great shot, and there's the burst damage, the kill power still rests with Mineski, especially with these multiple blinks coming up soon. But it gives them a bit of a glimmer of hope as far as that goes. The push attempted top, that doesn't work. They did get the tier 1 bottom, but that's it. They're actually getting out-pushed, despite having the Chen, despite going for the early Rune of Basilius and Weaver, having the early Buckler up on the Windrunner, having some push options, but just not enough. In comes Oa middle lane. He can't go by himself. Weaver is a little bit tanky. For a second, I thought Pudge had a blink dagger, and I was about to say, no, that can't happen in Dota 1, can it? Can't happen in Dota 2 either, actually, but no blink on him. Just a misclick. For everyone tuning in, I see we are gaining viewers at a pretty rapid rate. Thanks to all you guys for tuning in. Awesome to see such a good turnout for your GEST IDC November. I know this one was a little bit lost in the shuffle. We had GEST Dota 2 coming up before it. We had DreamHack going on this weekend for those who follow the European scene. We have G League going on in Dota 2. I believe Mineski's been competing in that. They're playing, yeah, they're actually playing against LGD sometime in the next few days. So there's been some other events, but nice to see all you guys showing up today. RR Disruption to start this one off. Fissure out a few. Pudge wants to initiate, not get caught. Now he's getting absolutely brought down quickly in a hurry. Now onto the Windrunner. One by one, they're finding the picks. They're finding the burst damage, and even with Windrun, you can't run from track. Nobody can escape. It'll be another kill. Mega kill for Jay. On the other lines of play, it was wide, just doing a bit of damage. Looks like he was getting chased. Now he's got probably that Force Staff. Maybe we'll see the Yule Scepter. Either one would be a fantastic choice. Frankly, I wouldn't even mind seeing a Necronomicon just to give them some push power, which is the one thing they do lack right now. They don't have the best pushing ability. They find these kills, but, you know, and most lineups, you get that many kills, you got a tier 1. This lineup, it's a little bit harder to come by. They don't need it, but it could work. Now the Disruption hasted, Shadow Demon comes in. Where will that track be? Not yet. Still chasing. Still. Oh, that's a hasted Weaver. That's that Sakuchi haste move speed. Still not able to get away. What's the track there? It is there. Oh, actually, I think it was there earlier, but not enough in the end. This is round 2. If Mineski win this game, they are in the Final Four. If MSI win it, they are in the Final Four. Whoever wins this match is only 1 win away from your Grand Finals. Not there yet, though, and Batrider gets caught. In comes the Blink, the Echo Slam. Woots wants to kill everyone. He might kill no one. In fact, it looks like Woots going for the manliest Earthshaker ever. Manshaker getting counter-initiated upon. Barely unable to get those kills. There were like 3 heroes down to 10 health, but the Shackle came in. The Hand of God was used, turned the fight around, and it just didn't work out the way they were hoping for. That's without having the mechanism up on the Chen just yet. That's with your Windrunner, just having a casual Buckler. There's a Shackle on Skywrath Mage. Still hasn't spent his gold. In comes the Courier. It might get sniped. Couriers are normally sacred in your Pinoy Dota. Even when they're out of position, teams have a gentleman's agreement not to focus them. But Kimo breaking that gentleman's agreement. He says, no, we need gold. I don't care how far behind we are. I don't care about the rules. If I get that Courier, we're looking good. Now the mechanism comes out on Doc. It looks like the Windrunner gets the mech. The Chen with the casual Buckler. I suppose will go back for the Pipe of Insight. And boy, do they need it. Skywrath Mage alone. This hero alone almost mandates a Pipe for your team, or BKBs on your carries. They Force Staff in the Shadow Demon, attempting the Disruption Soul Catcher combo. And I'm pretty sure if they hit that combo, Disruption, Soul Catcher, and then the ult coming out from the Skywrath Mage, they can just kill that Weaver from no HP, from full HP to none almost instantly. He's not level 11 yet. That's the one thing they're lacking, but it is coming soon. In comes the slow. That's the snare. Now the disruption. The soul catcher is going to hit the ult. Look at the damage. That's the punch. That's the stake and punch. This Skywrath Mage ultimate. If it's got the proper setup, if he's got the levels, this is insane. This is like when you're 5 levels ahead as Lina or something. Your Laguna Blade just one-shots a hero. No, you don't have to be ahead to get these kills. They blink in. Kimo slowing the reactions there. And will he pay for it? No, able to time-lapse. Now able to run away. This might be a big turnaround. Fissure heading on 3. Actually heading on 4 as I believe it also hit the Weaver. That is an insane Fissure. But Jay's in a little trouble here. He's trying to go man mode. He might get shackled. There's your shackle. Doesn't latch. Jay dropping low. Power shot to miss. Fissure will find him. Rubik stole it. Rubik turns the fight around. Now they want the Shadow Demon. RR getting thrown back into the fight. They are tired of these beautiful setups. Batrider is there. No time lapse for you, sir. And we need a save desperately. As you can see the lag coming out. Hopefully we'll get one soon. Owa power shotted. Taking some damage. Owa will fall. Just kills being traded left, right, and center. No track kills really for the raid. Now the hook back in. You think you can get away. They pull you back in. Then they force staff you away. Then the... Then the nukes come out for the Skywrath Mage. The Courier just scouting everything out in the middle of this fight. Now Skywrath Mage tries to run the other way. Where's that hook? Will the crease block him? Where's that hook? He's getting away. He's getting away. Rubik blocks him. Wants to Fissure, I think. Does he still have the Fissure? No, throws out an Urn Charge. Will it be enough? Now force Steffi away to safety. The Courier scouting things out. Still trying to run away. Still trying to survive. He actually dropped from the Urn to about 10 HP, 30 HP. Okay, I think the fight has finally calmed down. Holy crap, that was a good 3 minutes of action. If you guys enjoy my casting, be sure to follow me, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/ldDOTA. If I get more likes than ggnetgodz, if I get more Facebook likes than him, I will dance Oppa Gangnam style on stream, on camera. For you guys. It's not going to happen today, but over the next couple GESTs, maybe we can get there. So yeah, follow LD, support me. Thank you guys for being here, though. More importantly, of course, support your local Pinoy Filipino teams. Support all your Southeast Asian Dota 1 teams. This is Dota 1. We have some hiccups. We have the lag. We have the old engine. But what we do have are all the amazing new heroes. Heroes like Skywrath Mage, just introduced into CM a patch or two ago. If we do have a pause, I will show you the brackets to whoever's asking in chat, but right now is not the time because there is just constant action in this game. It's a smoked up Batrider who's now got a 4-step of his own. This is going to be Kimo just melting almost instantaneously. Woods is smoked as well. The double blinks. The trap is set. This is the angriest cow you'll ever see, and he is out for blood. I think he's got his Echo Slam if he wants it. Looking for the blink. Weaver running forward. This is the time to strike. In comes Batrider. There's your Echo. There's your lasso soon to follow. Too much burst, even with the Hand of God. He can't live. He will drop. He melts. And this is, unfortunately, the nightmarish scenario for Weaver, where he just can't get anything going. Too many blink daggers, too much burst damage, not enough support from the team. The Hand of God was delayed, the early death from the Weaver, set back his farm, and also the item build. I'm not sure it's really the best build at this point. You'd like to have a Vitality booster instead of a Rain of Health. Oh, Jay gets caught, though. But Fissure on everyone now. Batrider blinks forward. I think he... Oh, he did actually use the lasso in the last fight. That's right. He didn't have to. There was too much burst damage. And now the lasso is ready to rock and roll. Iwi comes in, but just can't find a hook with all this shit in the way. Too much crap for Iwi. And now look at the Skywrath Mage, the Demonic Purge. That was all Skywrath Mage, just nuking him into smithereens instantaneously. Now Batrider blinking forward. This is just a Mineski rampage. Mineski is back. They're just crushing their way through MSIevoGT. Weaver comes in, but they're fighting one at a time. Mineski now leading 22-12, but it is a lot worse than that. It is probably the equivalent of 30 or 40-12 because these are all track kills. There are so many tracks. Well, they're not all track kills, but there are so many tracks in this game. As soon as Weaver decides to back the hell off, we better save this one again. Unbelievable. Just so much aggression from Mineski. I mean, even for this lineup, even for Mineski, this is aggressive. They're looking good. And I gotta say, the new stand-in Y has been having a nice impact for this team. He has been pretty involved this game. actually sitting 8-1-6. Even more impressive than I thought. He's carrying the team right now, along with Oa on that Batrider. But you expect a Batrider to dominate in this version with the kind of easy lane he had. Flaming Lasso was stolen. Rubik wants to get in range to help out this poor Weaver. And then Batrider says, well, that gank didn't work. No problem. I'm just going to Force Staff and use that Blink Dagger if necessary to get out of there. Just such an aggravating hero to play against. Even when he screws up, he usually can bail out of it. So he's got that built-in safety valve, that built-in ability to make mistakes and not be punished for them. Are we actually going to have a chance to check farm? Really? I never thought we would. Mechanism, of course, is up on the win runner. That's been up for probably... They actually went for double mech. They went for double mech. The R's do not stack. I believe the heals do. So you can get the burst damage heal, but this is not ideal. This feels like this smacks of desperation. Pudge, no item progression, no farm on anyone, aside from Weaver, but only 86 CS. He's barely even out-farming the enemy Batrider. Items are huge on Mineski. Multiple Blink Daggers, multiple Force Staffs. Just such a crushing advantage in items and levels. Smoke gank will be revealed. Shackle shot not going to latch. Here comes the Chen Tornado trying to slow down this push. They throw Batrider. Oh, the stolen Lasso. Lasso City. In comes the Echo, though. Where's that double mech? They need both of the heals right now. Batrider on a rampage. This Firefly stops for no man, and Skywrath Mage, the one really doing the damage. Just so many nukes coming out. Where the hell is that Pudge? He's still trying to find him opening. He does have a hook cooling down, I think, momentarily. Should be able to let one fly. Maybe catches that cow. Tired of him. Jukes away. What a juke from Woots. He has been sensational today. In the end, 2 for 1. Not as bad as it looked. I think one of those was the track kill. Shadow Demon runs back in. Will eat an earn charge. Power shot clips him. What a snipe from Doc. Great little snipe and something they desperately needed. 2 for 2. The trade there. I don't think anyone bought back.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I think we should save again. Last game I saved 14 times. This game the teams are spiking a bit more. You always got to be nervous about those LAN cafes, internet crashing, power dying, players' computers crashing, players decide to alt-tab to go look at porn. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think any of these guys would do that. Not in the GEST IDC. This is probably the biggest online tournament in Dota 1 right now. What else is there? There's not much. I guess there's a few Chinese smaller events, but outside of China, this is definitely it. It's all about the GST nowadays. And, well, it's all about this Weaver who's going for a very late Lincoln Sphere. This is just not the right item this game. If he got it fast, it would be great. He's up against Track, he's up against Lasso, even something like Fissure. He's up against a lot of spells that Lincoln Sphere can help you against. The problem, though, is he's getting it really late. He's getting it so late that it's not going to be one nuke. Look at the Skywrath Mage ultimate. Oy, oy, oy. That is he getting a refresher? I think he's getting a Bloodstone, but we'll see. Still bottle crowing. Doesn't matter that it's 26 minutes in. Doesn't matter that he's got 900 mana. He's still going to bottle crow all damn game. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, good that this game slowed down because, well, for anyone who doesn't know, who hasn't been following the European scene, I cast DreamHack for 18 hours 2 days ago. Yesterday, I slept for about 2 days ago, and then I slept for about 4 hours. I woke up, I cast GST, only 2 games, but was a lot of talking just in between those games, and they were pretty crazy action-packed ones. After today's GST, my voice needs a long break, but the good news is it is going to be here. He really just... Did he lasso that? I think he may have just lassoed that. Oh, more importantly, though, the fight's breaking out. Tower gets denied by Jay. I think that was the mid-tier one. In comes Pudge looking for a hook. RR in a lot of trouble. He will get disrupted. The hook misses. Doesn't matter. The auto attacks are there. Down he will go. And Mineski just sitting back farming. It looks like Earthshaker maybe going for the mechanism. Maybe even the pipe.
Forces are under attack.
Skywrath Mage Sitting pretty. He's getting close to level 16. That's where the ultimate can just one-shot anyone if they're not in the right position. And all the mechanisms in the world won't save you from that if you die to the burst damage. Batrider does jump in. There's the lasso. He goes onto the Weaver. Instant burst. The Hand of God isn't going to help you there. Your Perseverance isn't going to help you there. Oh boy, he needs HP. He needs a Vitality Booster and a BKB. He needs a lot. In comes the Earthshaker. Blink in. Stun the Rubik. Chasing forward. Kill that Courier. They want everything. They get only the 2 kills so far, but Batrider once more. He's out for blood. He's got the scent. 4 staffing forward. Oh no. Now Cast is caught. The stand-in from Peggy Big TNC looking to be in a lot of trouble. There he goes. Down he falls. Hook into the tower, but it's too late. You don't want to bring Skywrath Mage in here. You don't want him close to you. He's going to throw out the nukes. Here comes the ult. Oh, it's the Ion Cannon. It incinerates the Pudge. And everything burns. This is another game where everything just burns. Just brutal. For anyone who played Command & Conquer, you get that reference. The Orbital Ion Cannon, one of my favorite things from that series. And Skywrath Mage looking like an Orbital Ion Cannon. MSIevoGT, they needed to play perfectly. They needed to have a really strong laning start. They could not recover if they started to lose the lanes early. Their draft just was not equipped to deal with the aggression, the chain stun, the burst damage. Not when they're so squishy. But it has been even more difficult for them to deal with it than I thought it would be. And I thought it was going to be damn hard. I think I even said in the draft, I thought Mineski just pretty much had this on picks. As long as they played it correctly. Well, now they're going to go for Roshan. Jay's got a Desolator picked up. Of course, we see the Necronomicon 2. Soon to be a Necronomicon 3 on Oa. Woots with the Mechanism, but he can afford to use this because he's got like 4 Arcane Boots on his team. Even the Shadow Demon should be going for some fairly soon. Probably should save again after the Roche. This is an exciting series, and the best news is, guys, this is only your semifinals. This isn't even, or not your semifinals, your quarterfinals. We still have the semifinals. We still have, whatever happens after this game, we still have one more match, and then we go to the grand finals where it's best out of 3. So that will be really exciting. The one thing about this GST tournament, for a lot of you, I'm sure you're not familiar with it, or you might not be, it's very unforgiving. It's best out of 1. The group stage is only half of the teams advance. If teams are tied, then you have tiebreakers. So only half of the teams make it out of the group. 6 teams per group, 3 teams advance. Then, not only do you have to make it out of the groups, you got to go all the way best out of 1s until the grand finals. Then the and single elimination. You don't get a second chance. Then, even when you get to the grand finals, it's still only a best out of 3. And it's single elimination best out of 3. So it is a grueling format. It's perhaps part of the reason why we see a lot of different champions from month to month. We have had a couple repeat teams, but quite a few champions. This is not like your Dota 2 European scene where it's Na'Vi winning, well, almost every tournament. Not recently, though. Their DreamHack record not looking too good. But anyway, back to this game where Mineski is looking to siege out this tower with the Desolator on the Bounty Hunter. He will drop quickly. Jay in the front lines doesn't care about all the damage being thrown his way. And how do they actually initiate? What can they use? It's got to be a Punch Hook. It's got to be onto Y. The Skywrath Mage has to get caught. Look at the long-range nukes, the snipes, the burst damage. In comes the Batrider, catches out the Windrunner, and now she'll drop real quickly. Look at that, even with the Hand of God. Not nearly enough. Track was stolen. This could be the start of a turnaround, but it's got to be a big one. Blink and Echo on 3. What a play from Woots. Fissure on 3. Unbelievable. Sensational Woots. Woots, 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 Woots. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Even for Woots. Even for Woots, that's sensational. And that will prompt the GG from the referee. As well as I think one of the players said it before him, but I was too busy wowing about Woots. You can't give Woots Earthshaker, you can't give him Sandcade, but do you really want to waste 2 bans on those heroes? It's tough. I actually think you can give him the Earthshaker, you can give him the Sandcade. You can beat it. It's just really hard. He has played exceptionally well, but again, this one, it really felt like it went down. It came down mostly to the draft. MSI, it's not that they couldn't win this game, but they just made it very hard on themselves through the draft. They had to win the laning stage. There was no plan B if they didn't. If they lost the laning stage, there was going to be an early blink with Batrider. He was easily going to be able to find kills because of that blink dagger, and then the other supports would start to get trackled. Because they gave up the bounty hunter, they didn't pick a lane that could shut him down in lane. He was going to get level 6 quickly. That was just an inevitable byproduct of the way they drafted. And as a result, well, Mineski, they had a decent start, and that was it. MSI pretty much, they lose one lane of racks. This is typical Filipino Dota, though. Call the GG, play on, fight on. Maybe get your opponents will get a little bit sloppy. We do have a TP away, so they're gonna leave Captain Bimbo here to the Wolves. He's okay with that, though. Might actually be able to get away. Oh, and Assault Cuirass. More minus armor for him. We should have another save since they GG'd, but they didn't actually GG.
Town is under siege.
One step ahead of you, Imba and Gotka. I don't know what that means. I probably just cursed in Tagalog or something. In comes Oa. Pushing that top lane. Has the Necro 3 up. This is going to give them that extra level of pushing. I like the item selection as well from the Bounty Hunter. Normally we see BKBs, but by Jay getting this Assault Cuirass and the Desolator, as well as the drums, it means when they win a fight, they can actually push towers. They've got the minus armor, which does work not only on creeps, but also on buildings. So instead of having 18 armor, you can see already -5. It will go down to -11, which means only 7 armor. It's just a lot easier to deal with. They want to defend, but really at this point, MSI's got to angle for high ground. They don't want to defend this outer tower. Maybe, just maybe if they get a hook. I don't know about this, though. And they're going to steal Shrink and Toss. Oh, not what he wanted. Hook comes in, not going to connect. Now the track on Pudge. 10 heroes all clustered up mid, except for one, the lonely Batrider, heading all the way back to base. Does he have a refresher? I am not sure. He's got a Perseverance. Maybe it's just Mass Bloodstone. Still trying to build the Lincoln Sphere. Captain Kimo. He's had his moments. This is not one of them. 34 minutes in, still no completed Lincoln Sphere. And Lincoln Sphere is not a good item unless you get it early. If you get it around that 15 to 20 minute mark, it's great in a lot of games. In this game, not so good. Bloodstone is up on the Skyeth Maid. More items continue to pile out. Now the Refresher Orbit is complete on the Batrider. Something must have been on the second courier or on the ground.
A player's forces are under attack.
So they have a double lasso. They've got a Necrobook. Resummon? No, actually I don't think it works on Necronomicon 3. And if it does work, I know you don't get 2 sets. At most, you can have 1 set of minions, but you may be able to recreate them. I'm not sure about that, but either way, he's got 2 lassos. That's pretty much all you care about. Oh, the hook flies through. It is going to get Skywrath Mage. This is what they need. They got to start the fights with pickoffs. Now the Shadow Demon, one by one, they're getting picked up, but will it be enough with Batrider? Oh, double damage on this Bounty Hunter. Look at the chops. Chop, chop, chop. Slice, slice, slice. In comes the Woot's Echo and the Fissure and the Enchant Totem. Woots. Oh, my goodness. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. Our second round of GG's this game. I think that will actually be it, though. Wow. Oh, and he's got an Aghanims as well. Let's check our final score for Woods. What is his score this game? He is 3-2-27. 3-2-27. 27 assists. I wonder how many kills this team has. Oh my god. He has to have like a 70-80% kill participation. Let the fountain diving begin. Let the shenanigans begin.
Players' forces are under attack.
I think we'll just stick with Mineski, guys. They are playing some amazing Dota. Normally, we like to bounce around a little bit for our stream of the GEST, but this is a special month. I feel like this is Mineski's month, the way they're playing right now. Emacs, they won. They have the most GST championships. They have 3. They are a team that you got to be worried about. They won September. They won the last edition. As far as I know, they're still in it, or at least they're fighting now in the quarterfinals. But I think it's this month we stick with Mineski until they either win the tournament or drop out, which means we'll see them in the semifinals again. That Mineski Emacs finals, if we get to see it, that would be really amazing to watch. A little more found camping. This game, you can book it, folks. It is going to be Mineski who are back. It's Mineski that are back, and they are just crushing their way through these brackets. No problem. Best out of 1. These guys don't care. There is no fear from Bimbo and his band of brothers. They march onwards, finishes with an MKB, just a little extra damage. Why the hell not? Mineski are going to be advancing into the semifinals. They are 1 win away from your GST IDC November Grand Finals. We'll be sticking with them the rest of their way through this tournament until they either win or they drop out. I'm LD. If you enjoy my casting, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/ldDOTA. For every person who doesn't like me, a kitten dies. El Gato will kill them. That's my cat. She won't actually kill a kitten, but she will be very upset. She'll probably scream at me. She is the owner of Beyond the Summit, and Beyond the Summit, we're running GEST IDC. This stream for you guys, provided for you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned. We will have some more action coming your way soon. Last but not least, if you missed any of today's games, all of the VODs will be available on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ldDOTA. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned for more action coming up soon.